Dave's nanomachine line is now the start of the stream. Fantastic. That's where the video starts. Welcome to Apocalypse World Australia, Week 3. I'm Arthur Perkins, and I have no control over my players, which I guess is how it should be. I've had a very strange day. I've also been watching 80s movies all weekends, in between playing Shadowrun Hong Kong for almost 20 hours.
What'd you watch?
I'm currently in the middle of Bloodsport. Which is a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. I also watched the Jean-Claude Van Damme Muay Thai movie. Forget what the hell that was called. And Rocky IV, where I was actually rooting for the Russians since Americans were all assholes and racists. And Rocky's a world champion, and the Russian guy literally fought one time and accidentally killed a dude. And everyone was like, oh man, this Russian's invincible. It should have been, holy shit, I can't believe this Russian just went 19 rounds with Rocky Balboa, the world champion.
So wait, I think I missed that in the plot.
The guy from Lonely Island tried to do that, and he got his ass beat, and then he got peed on.
Wait, what? What's this last part?
I have no idea.
Come on, really, guys? It's one of their songs. They talk about going head-to-head with Rocky Balboa and getting peed on by him.
Never heard of this at all.
Really?
Okay. Haven't heard that song. No.
Virgil, I think you were saying you missed that narrative.
That's only just now a part of my life because of you.
Is the Muay Thai movie you're talking about? Is that the one where he has this? Where he goes to Thailand and has this instructor?
Yeah, it's the old man. Yeah. I don't want to spoil the movie, but there are several terrible fucking plot lines there. Not the least of which. Okay, I'm going to spoil a very small part. Not the least of which is horrible things happen to him over and over again. But the thing that actually gets him to act, it's not murders, it's not beatdowns. The thing that makes him snap is when someone kills a dog. And they don't even kill the dog. The dog's just pretending to be dead until they get it to the hospital. The dog is still alive and perfectly fine. But he's like, that's it. It's over with. I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme, and now I am Muay Thai. No. The 80s was fucking horrible for the film industry.
Alright, True Lies.
Come on.
They just didn't know better.
True Lies was 90s, I thought.
Was it? I thought it was late 80s.
Are you serious? You're listing Predator as a good movie?
It's awesome.
Listen, the good part of Predator was Schwarzenegger doing the Predator handshake.
Yeah, son of a bitch, yeah. That's the best part.
It's like, True Lies is 94, so that one's
pushing too many pencils. Is that what you're talking about?
But you know what? Return of the Jedi.
Pushing too many pencils.
Listen, you can't count Return of the Jedi as an 80s movie. It has nothing in common. Listen, it was made in 80s, right? But it's not an 80s movie.
When was Battle Royale made?
Battle Royale.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
2000.
The 80s like officially started in 82, so.
Really? Battle Royale is 2000? I don't believe that.
No. Listen, no one sits around and says any Star Wars movie is an 80s movie, okay? People say
Battle Royale is
Bloodsport. That's an 80s movie.
Yeah.
If you're talking about 80s action movies, you're absolutely right. But that's just restricting yourself to one particular genre.
Yes, that's my point. That's the genre I'm aiming at.
Give me like an Eddie Murphy action 80s movie.
Karate Kid. Karate Kid in all of its... You can watch Karate Kid in two ways, and it's horrible.
Goonies was 80s, and that was an action movie. Come on, man.
What? Are you serious?
Goonies.
You're listing Goonies as an action movie?
It's an action adventure, clearly.
It's an adventure movie at the very least.
That's like listing Back to the Future as an action movie.
You're like, all this action.
Yeah, Red
It was very scary for me when I was like 5. So
the one guy crashes into the boat.
PG movie at age 5, man. Whoa.
It's like, I hate manure. You're like, oh, put a PG-13 on that.
Manure?
I want to check and see if it's actually PG.
Well, he does get some in his mouth. That was a little disturbing, that scene.
Blade Runner, The Thing. I'm looking them up now. There's fucking tons of good ones.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Blade Runner. No one says Blade Runner's an 80s movie. It's a sci-fi epic.
No, Blade Runner.
Fire ships
in the 80s, which is literally the definition of an 80s movie.
No. Things that are made in the 80s are not automatically 80s movies.
Oh my god.
Sounds like you're very selectively redefining.
Okay, well,
I'm not.
Can you
this
give
is
me
an actual
example
genre
of a 70s movie made in the 80s, like
right,
or other
made in the 80s.
Decade shifting.
Ghostbusters is not an 80s movie, man. 80s movies have a very specific formula. Listen, 80s movies have a really specific formula. It's a Caucasian male lead in an action role that goes horribly wrong, and when you actually look at it, they're the fucking asshole the whole time.
What about Lethal Weapon?
Ferris Bueller?
I think Lethal Weapon's actually a buddy cop movie.
You just described Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is an 80s movie. Ferris Bueller is a sociopath.
Yes.
Yes.
At the very least.
Yes. You're listing movies that fall into my category. Yes.
Well, now I'm feeling you.
Okay, so you have this fucking amazing category, which is literally only people who are white guys in action movies that you classify as an 80s movies, when everyone else on the entire planet classifies 80s movies as movies made in the 80s.
Well, if you stacked up the two piles of movies that he has that you just like kind of described, they would be the same size.
Yeah,
like
most of the movies made in the 80s
movies and all the other ones would be the same amount.
Listen, man, I know it's confusing.
Going down the Barbarian, you're kind of right on that. Like,
yes, he's a horrible person. Are you kidding me? He punches a camel for no reason.
It's
the camel dies.
He's a barbarian. You don't want to Conan the Nice Barbarian.
He's a barbarian because they live in the north. Not because they're uncivilized. They have culture, writing. They're the only people in the world that can make steel. The barbarians are the greatest civilization in that fucking movie.
Yeah, I can just imagine it now, Arthur. It's like Conan the Nice Barbarian. Like his wife and children are getting murdered, right? In the process of getting murdered, and he's like, "I'll let you finish real quick. Don't worry."
All right, we're done. We're done. Virgil, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing well. You know, getting ready for some more of this crazy apocalypse. Looking forward to reuniting with the crew, hopefully, this session.
Nah, you're solo forever now.
Or dead.
Yeah, basically, you're never going to reunite. The whole rest of the time is going to be the two of you trying to meet up, but comically missing each other.
Yeah.
Until the season finale.
With the occasional fireside chat with Sherman Williams.
Yeah. You're like, I just missed you. Okay, where are you guys now?
It shouldn't be that hard to find. We have a psychic link. Like,
yeah, but it doesn't.
I'm by a big rock. You're like, so am I.
It's like a really bad cell phone that doesn't actually tell you where everyone else is.
Well, I think we've established that the cell phone is basically like a nail that's stuck in my head, and so yes, not the best reception.
Man, the Bilk is catalyst for everyone's fucking psychic powers. I love it.
I don't want to metacog on chat, but a lot of people left during that 80s discussion.
Oh, wow.
Man, they're just... Well, you're the one with the bad definition of 80s.
No. Perfect definition of 80s. It's not even my definition. I got it from crack.net. Dave, why don't you tell us how your week's going?
Good. I got a fucking new watch. It's great. It's called the Pebble Time Steel. You motherfuckers should be jelly, because it's awesome.
I'm not jelly. I have a cell phone. It's like a watch, except better.
Here. Yeah, I will show you. I will show you something special about...
I will too. I have a tablet. It can tell me what time it is, and I can read books on it.
So your watch have like a James Bond laser? Or
yes, it's got Metal Gear Solid on there right now, and it's awesome. Boom. That is my week. Fuck you. Go on to the next guy. I'm done.
Yeah, Tyler, how are you doing?
I'm good. I finally got around to playing Wolf Among Us. Amazing. And whoever was knocking on the whole Telltale games, you're just wrong. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Except I think that the same formula doesn't work if you just slaps things into it.
That's probably fair. So, did that. I ran a Emerald Spire dungeon level for some friends of mine.
Mistake.
Killed half of them again.
Yep, mistake.
Yep. So,
I infected you, man. You become a killer GM.
No, yeah. Well, it kind of helps with the dungeon. I decided, I decided I was going to basically restrict them to the core rulebook character classes only.
What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a level of difficulty Emerald Spire can't handle, man.
I know. That's what I actually reversed that position. I decided, you know what? This is like literally the third session. We're going into the same level. You guys can make new characters. Like, everything's open. Go for it. So we'll see how it goes for number 4.
Level 35 mage with warrior.
Are you not running it for PFS then?
Oh, no. I'm just running it for friends of mine.
Oh. Well, if you're a Pathfinder watcher or you like tabletop RPGs, you can check on my channel for our full Emerald Spire run-through, which was a fucking disaster.
Way to spoil it. Now no one's going to watch it, man.
People,
Oh no, you would watch
listen,
the train wreck.
Oh, yeah.
Reign of Winter is one of the most watched streams that I've had.
Yeah, that's because Mason was on there, man.
Because
And
it's
then
a
the team
fucking...
kicked him out.
It was hugely watched before you even joined the cast, man. People love train wrecks. They love watching the players die and suffer and make new characters just to cry next week when they have to make a new one.
To be fair,
well, let's
Dan
get going down
owns
the
a
track.
special award for fucking dying. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone die so much as Dan.
He hasn't died in Dungeon World yet.
That's
I'm
because you
telling you,
can't die in Dungeon World
You
unless
can
you
die
actually
in
want
Dungeon
to die.
World. You can die really easy in Dungeon
Yeah,
World.
I have like a
Yeah.
one person that dies 10 times more than anyone else, and
Yeah.
he dies just about.
I
every
knew
session.
Dan would be great at Dungeon World. He gets to maximize his assets. And when he's in melee, he can still cast spells.
He can be his own flanking buddy in Dungeon World, probably.
Yeah.
If he has a pet or something.
That's Dan's problem, just in case you've never watched Dan on the show. He loves making dexterity build wizards and get into melee combat and do flanking sneak attack bullshit and then get crumpled in one.
I remember the first time I saw Dan die, right? And this always sticks in my mind as like the
Fire
perfect...
ships off the coast of Orion.
No, it was literally we were on a pirate ship and he was like, "Dave, you should flank for me." And I'm like, "No." And then he died.
Yeah.
Great.
So
And
that
he's like,
was
"Why did
actually
you do that?" I was
incredible.
like, "Because I don't want my character to die. What's wrong with you?"
So what happened there was Dan went in melee range on a Magus. The Magus had the morale condition fight to the death and had a shocking grasp left with a keen scimitar and got a crit like 95 damage versus Dan's 30 HP character and like triple killed him.
Yep.
That'll do.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thor, how are you doing this week now that we're past mocking Dan's repeated deaths?
Hey, Dan.
Looking forward to Dungeon World, seeing if we can survive that. I'm doing good, thank you. And yeah, I don't really have anything to say. I keep doing the same shit every week, pretty much. I've watched the second season of Vikings. I have watched.
Come, bro, get caught up. You'll get on that third season, yo.
Yeah, it just started a couple of weeks ago, so.
No, it didn't. It's finished.
No, I just started.
Oh.
And, I'm watching other stuff and movies and, playing games. Hearthstone, new expansion came out. I still haven't kicked that addiction.
Mistake.
Ah, man, that was expensive.
What? How expensive?
About 50 euros.
That's like
Atlantic.
That's like
I've
700
literally
US
spent
dollars,
more than
right?
$5,000 on Magic the Gathering over my entire 2 years.
Oh,
of
give me a break.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
Magic the
I was
Gathering.
hoping to hear more than 2 years.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I thought you were going to be like 10 years, and I was going to be like, meh, okay, that's a lot. But no, that's
Yeah.
a lot. You have
Did you
a
buy
problem.
a
There's
Black
an
Lotus
issue.
or something?
I have $2,000 cards in a frame hanging up in my wall downstairs.
You have a signed Black
have-
Lotus.
Do you have like a
No, no.
like a light that's dedicated to shining down upon it?
Yes.
Good.
You have a Sliver deck, Kavus.
I have a Slither deck, but it's not that.
I played Magic for about 10 years at a competitive level, as in competing in the European Championships and such. So I don't want to know how much I spent on that.
Hey, man, I went infinite in Magic the Gathering online.
Online is after my time, sadly. So I do not know what
I
infinite
win
is.
enough games where it pays for itself.
Ah, cool. That is nice.
What's your favorite color or color combo you're gonna play?
Me? I like
Yeah,
playing.
what do you play?
I like playing. I don't really have a combo deck that. I don't really have like a color combination. I like anything that fucks with the yard.
So blue.
Blue?
You just play blue.
Blue.
Everyone immediately goes for blue.
Normally,
You're a
it's green
fucking.
and
You
black.
play fucking blue, don't you?
No, normally it's green and black. Normally
Okay,
it's
I was about to leave.
normally it's those two, but like
I love playing. I love playing blue. I love playing a lot of colors.
you're
the
that
more
fucker that's like, we're like in turn 8 and you still have like 6 cards in your hand, and I'm like, fuck this guy, man. I'm scared to play anything. So he'd be like, no.
No, you can't do that. I
My-
decided that you can't play that now.
Like you like end your
Yep.
turn without spending any mana, and you're like, all right, your turn, and then you got 8 cards, 6 cards in your hand. I'm like,
Exile your hand from your deck.
this fucking guy. The moment I play something, he's gonna do something, and I play something, and he's like, okay, all right, is it my turn now? It's like, yep, all right, draw a
I've-
card.
What you're doing?
And then you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? I don't know.
I've played that a lot. I think the most played deck archetype that I've ever played was white, green, blue control with counter spells, Armageddon, big creatures.
Armageddon, you son of a
Ar-
bitch.
Armageddon
I
is the
hated that
best
card.
card of all
I
time.
played a sliver deck, and so Armageddon was literally my fucking bane.
Armageddon is so much fun. Kill the opponent's guys, have some elves and
full land cards right here.
What
I had a ton of
Super
nice cards.
expensive cards for land cards. These are worth like, what are they? Like this pack here cost me $100. These are full art land cards, and there is 5 of each card in here. So it's like, there you go.
My favorite deck of all time was also the most annoying thing in the entire world for some people to play against.
Sliver deck.
It was what?
Slither decks. You're just gonna keep saying it, aren't you, man? You're just gonna keep saying slither decks.
Basically, yeah. Play mana elves and birds of paradise. Play walls. Play what was his name? There was a guy from Tempest. This is showing my age. It's a pretty old set. That was so much fun. You tap him and 2 of your other untapped creatures to return any permanent to its owner's hand. So first you play Armageddon, and then every time somebody plays a new land, you bounce it back to his hand.
Hey, remember
Every
that game that
turn.
we were gonna play today? I forget what it was called. What was it, Arthur? Magic the Gathering?
Magic the Gathering, right?
Magic the Gathering, I think. Yeah.
Do,
All right,
do
so
we want to
I
go
gotta
ahead
stop.
and play Apocalypse World?
I have
or we gonna
trade
Ottomans
Wind
worth 4
Riot?
barter. I'm pretty sure that's mostly magic cards.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, guys. I completely tuned out for the last like 10
Introductions
minutes.
are over. We're going to get started. All right.
Skip
Go to your
here.
character sheets. Get ready to erase all of your current stats, and let's highlight some new ones.
Oh yeah,
You guys ready?
Yep.
yeah.
Gaza, mark hard.
Oh,
Henrik,
sweet.
mark hot. Sherman, mark cool. And Liz, mark cool. This is what the audience has decided you guys like, or they want to torture you with.
Torture.
You're not torturing Gaza with hard, guaranteed.
Gaza,
Just want me to roll my -2 stat. That's
who
terrible.
has the most HX with you, Gaza?
Negative or positive?
They had you.
It has to be positive.
No, it
I
has to
have
be.
plus
They
3
tell
with Gaza.
you who has the highest HX.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
I have +3 with Gaza.
0?
2.
Okay, Sherman, what stat do you want to see highlighted?
Is there any stat that you would like to see highlighted?
Sharp, my man.
Sharp it is.
Okay, Sherman, who's got the highest hex with you?
Mm.
I have -1. Probably not.
I have +1 with Liz. Oh, Sherman? -2. My answer is never going to be good
Wait.
for anyone.
Yeah, I have 3 on Liz.
Not Liz.
No,
Oh,
Sherman.
and 1 on Sherman.
Okay, you're the highest on Sherman, Henrik.
Oh.
What do you want to see him
Oh, I
use?
Wait, didn't you go over with Liz already?
No.
I thought you went to 4 with Liz and then you had to go back. Or was that with Sherman? I know you did it once.
With
I know you
Sherman,
did that.
That
It
on
was with Sherman last time.
Okay. Yeah.
Hard?
Okay.
Dang.
Ouch. Okay.
Isn't that like your? Didn't you like switch to something? Wait, you're.
No, I'm the.
I can't.
I'm a
Don't worry.
sackhead.
Don't worry. Tyler will fucking make it work. He'll still milk it for XP. Also,
I definitely will.
Yeah.
I would not have chosen that myself, but it is your decision to make.
Yeah.
he's just going to be really aggressive today.
Look, I'm just worried about what's going down, okay?
That's
And
probably fair.
I know you're plenty good at being weird, but we might need other tasks. And so I'm trying to push you in a certain direction.
Okay.
Well,
So be
Sherman, sometimes you're hard, then you're cold.
Apparently
You're
so.
yes, then you're no. You fight.
Okay, that's
you
enough of those
break up,
lyrics.
You
No.
kiss. You make up.
No, please.
Arthur, please.
Liz, who's got the best text with you? I'm
I think
guessing
it
it's
was,
Henrik.
I think it was Virgil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henrik, what do you want to see Thor
Max.
doing today?
That feel when you never get to pick any stats for anyone because you're the driver.
Yeah. Hard again. Yeah, I need everyone going hard today. Okay, guys? Go hard or go
Okay.
home. I guess you are home, but go hard at home.
So apparently we're coming in guns blazing.
All right, who's got the best text with Henrik?
I have +1 with Henrik.
I
This
don't.
is-
I have -2 with Henrik, man. What's up, booty?
I have 3.
Okay,
Let's see.
you get to pick
What's
a
the-
stat.
What's already highlighted
For me?
for you?
Hot.
Hot.
Virgil's
Damn,
got them
that's-
fucking budgie smugglers going on. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Let's see if
Don't raise your eyebrows at me, boy.
How about if I just like raise one? Like,
I'm gonna have you highlight sharp as well.
okay, cool.
Dang.
You're gonna need
Get
that.
fucked, kiddos. You know what I'm saying?
You can
is
still
good.
roll your highlight, like your
Yeah.
big
But-
stats.
Weirdos.
Oh, the weirdest.
Arthur, so
Fucking our
just to
weird
clarify here, my gang means I do a lot more damage.
Did you pick gang?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so you fight like a gang. Okay, my understanding is when you're attacking somebody who's not a gang and you're a small gang, you deal 1 more damage and you take 1 less damage.
It says 3 harm, gang small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would do 4 harm against 1 person.
Yeah, you upshift for every tier of gang you are above somebody.
Okay, and it says with armor according to the circumstances. This is the part that gets me. I'm not entirely sure.
We're
what that-
just gonna go with whatever your armor is, rather than
I don't have armor, which is unfortunate.
Well, you
your
have
bone.
a car, which
when
has-
you're in the car and you're fighting the car as a gang, then you get the car's armor.
Okay, cool. So